What are you doing?
Just studying for finals. I'm so busy.
I know, I've been studying forever. I'm about to go watch the Dom show. Do you want to come?
What's the Dom show?
It's like this show about like societal issues that nobody wants to talk about. This week they're talking about prostitution, porn stars, and pimping.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Let's go.
Anything to get away from these books.
What's going on, America? Thank you for tuning into the Dom Show. The topic we're going to be discussing tonight is the risky business of prostitution. We have a few guests here who are willing to share their personal life stories with us. They seem to have been through it all. Welcome to the show. Our first guest tonight is Jet. Good to have you. So according to the information you all have given to the show, you're here to share stories of life, love, money, and sex. I can't wait to hear. Jen is a porn star. Many people view pornography as an art. I sure know I do. Or that's what I tell my wife anyway. Television today is glorifying sex and make it seem more acceptable through shows like The Jersey Shore, Gossip Girl, and The Secret Diary of a Cult.
It's not like I've always wanted to be a porn star. Of course, I've wondered what the lifestyle would be like and how I'd perform if I were one, to be honest. I wasn't even sure why I wanted to do it. I guess I looked at it as an opportunity of a lifetime. I was reading a book called Sexuality Now, and everyone is watching porn online. I love to watch my videos, try and better myself. People may act like they don't watch it, but let's be honest, it's a whole porn world out there. I love that my job is sex. What can I say? It's a billion-dollar industry, and I'm just along for the ride.
I guess porn really isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's probably more common than we think.
I mean, I know I watch it.
Wow, that sounds like quite a lifestyle you live there. I bet your parents are so proud. So, please tell me more.
Well, I got into business when I was 19. I needed a little money on the side to support my weed addiction, and I couldn't find a job anywhere. I needed fast cash, so why not do what I love and get what I want?
Well, that certainly is one way to put it. Thank you. Next, let's hear Angie's story. Welcome to the show, Angie. Angie is a prostitute. She has a daughter who is 3, and she uses prostitution as an income source to support her child. Angie started working the streets when she was 20 years old, and she says she loves it, but it can get tough sometimes. Let's look at what she has to say.
The next time I hear some rich white bitch tell me how being great a hoe is, I'm gonna smack her upside of the righteous head. I'm sorry, I kept my mouth shut for too long. I can't keep it shut no more. This one chick, she was from Berkeley, she kept telling me what an honor it is for me to be a sexual healer and how important for me to tell everyone how proud I am to be a prostitute, how empowering it is to be a sex worker. Sex worker, I said. I ain't no sex worker. I'm a hoe! You try getting fucked 10 times a day by these nasty-ass motherfuckers, and you get your ass raped by the police and the tricks and the freaks, and then you gotta get high just to do that shit. Then, it's like the chicken and the egg. Do you suck the dick so you can suck on the glass dick, or is it the other way around? You tell me. You try going out in a little tiny pussy skirt when it's 10 motherfucking degrees, and you can't come back till you got 2 G's. You tell me how empowering that shit is. Well, I didn't say that out loud, but that's what I was thinking, and if it offends anybody, then they can suck my dick.
Did she really just say rich white bitch?
I think she really just said that.
Wow. Okay.
And there you have it. Angie, weren't you just a firecracker? Remind me not to get on your bad side. Do you ever run in with these rich white bitches often?
Well, sir, with all due respect, I think these bitches are making a bad name for us hoes trying to make it out here. We making a living, and these bitches who wearing all the wrong shit, doing all sorts of drugs, just to do the shit they supposed to do. And they have the nerve to act offended by what I say.
Well, that seems to be quite irritating, wouldn't you say? I'm so glad you were really passionate about your job. That's wonderful, Angie. Thank you for coming out and talking today. We really appreciate your story. We now welcome our last guest, John, a pimp straight from the streets of Lynchburg.
One of the country's most famous pimps, Fillmore Slim, once said, "You pimp with your mind, not with your hands." He said this because people often confuse pimping with extortion, strong-arm robbery. Beating women and robbing them of their money is not pimping. If you want to make it by being an intimidator, then go ahead on. It's easy. You find somebody weaker than you and take their shit. Just remember to victimize people who are outside the protection of the law. Don't just focus on prostitutes. Beat on the weak, drug dealers, the dishonest store owners, dope fiends, or anybody else that the police won't protect. But being a pimp is harder. It requires a different mindset, a different skill set. If you pimp right, you won't ever have to raise your hand to a woman. You'll always let her know she is free to leave whenever she wants. You will start to provide a service instead of standing around. What most young wannabe players don't know is that the quickest way to make money as a pimp is to fall in love with a hoe. You think I'm crazy, but remember, the pimp provides a service. His service is to meet the needs of the prostitute, and in return, the prostitute provides the pimp with all her money. This is the pimp equation.
Have I ever told you that my neighbor used to be a pimp?
Wait, really?
Yeah, he used to have a bunch of hoes till he met his wife. Now he has 6 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really busy.
Awesome. Cool family.
So, John, on average, how much you make a week?
Couple grand. Depends on the bitches.
Wow, I'm in the wrong profession. So have you fallen in love with a hoe yet?
No, not yet. But I'd love to give me some of that Angie. Takes a real man. Takes a true player. A real pimp to really love a woman who has sex with other men every night of the week.
You can only imagine. Well, there you have it. True words from a pimp. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank our guests one more time, Jen, Angie, and John, for sharing their stories. Thank you all. Good night. Tune in to the Dom Show on Tuesdays at 7.
Wow, that was really interesting.
See, I told you, the Dom Show's great. He always knows what to talk about.
Wait, I'm actually taking a sex and gender class, and we've talked about some of this stuff. You know, sex isn't really that big of a deal. I mean, it's actually a huge part of our human history.
Yeah, I didn't even know half the things they talked about. Our ancestors probably made porn.
I guess people really don't realize that it's just another form of expression. I mean, everyone does it. But thanks for inviting me to watch.
Yeah, definitely. We should definitely get back together and watch it next week for pony play. I love BDSM.
Ooh, pony play? Alright. Well, we should probably get back to studying.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, that was a really good show.
I told you.
Yeah, I really like that show.
I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't know what to
Yeah, I
say.
really like that show.
I didn't know. Man, that was a really good show.
To be a porn. Hold on. Did I ever tell you that my okay, we got it. We got it. Don't start over. We are gonna try this. Did I ever tell you that my neighbor used to be a